words to this song, honey?
Your favorite.
No, sex and drugs and rock and roll.
Right.
That's what we're talking about today.
That's right. We are.
This is the second time we tried this video.
Yeah, we got bumped
Why
by
do we
somebody.
get careful? We don't want to mention the song because they'll
Yeah,
block
they'll
us.
block us again. So anyway.
That was Paul, admit it. He think we're making money off of his
It
song.
was, you know darn well it wasn't Paul. It was the algorithm or whatever it's called.
Yeah, well.
Right. Anyway,
Yes.
so sex and drugs and rock and roll were the counterculture of the 1960s against the establishment. That's what it was all about.
Really?
And it was, I was born in the early 50s, but I was a teenager during that counterculture.
You
So
were.
coming from, a household that mom and dad worked and they bought a house and their kids went to school and blah, 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 and then being hit with the counterculture of,
Sex and drugs and rock and roll.
I mean, it hit my brother even more than me, but it was like, whoa, what? This isn't what I grew up with.
You didn't get involved in sex and drugs and rock and roll?
No, I did not partake, and I did lose some friends
Yeah.
because of
It's a drug, mostly
the
drugs.
drugs. Yeah, mostly
Yeah.
drugs. Yeah. But anyway, that's what sex and drugs and rock and roll. And one other little tidbit, you can put the other song on.
Oh, wait.
No, I got a lot of tidbits.
Oh, you do?
Okay, so the saying sex and drugs and rock and roll was used for a good 10 years. People just said it. But the first time that it was actually written down,
Phrase.
the phrase, was in Life magazine in 1969. The first time.
Really?
Yes. It was used all the time,
Yeah.
but it was actually used in a phrase in a magazine was
Well,
Life
I
magazine.
think you're
Everybody
right.
remembers Life magazine, right?
Yeah, being a teenager in the 50s, there wasn't any of that.
Right.
Very innocent times, really. But you're right, at the end of the 60s, I think I heard the term.
Right.
And it matched what was going on.
Yeah.
So we're going to start out mainly, the first part is going to be about sex.
Right.
This is a very sexy song by
Right.
Exile, Kiss You All Over.
And it came out in 1978.
Right. So, yeah, actually, it's a very cool song. It's very pretty, but it's
Right.
sexy.
And sex was seen as an alternative to war. Make love, not war. So that was a big part, especially at the end of the 60s. We had Vietnam, you had race relations, human sexuality, women's rights,
All that kind of stuff.
oh yeah, what is the name of the drugs I asked you about before?
LSD,
What are
psychedelic
drugs, right?
Yeah.
And their interpretation of the American dream, which was not the American dream that in my house that I grew up with.
Well, especially
Totally
the house
different.
I grew up in.
Yeah, right? Totally
Yeah.
different. So a lot of things were going on back then that kids my age and a little younger had to deal with.
Sticking to the sexy part, the next one will be Rod Stewart doing Do You Think I'm Sexy?
When we would all get together, because this one came out in 1978, so I'm already married and had Jamie and blah, 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 and we used to have parties at the house. And always when this song came on, all the girls always used to get up and start dancing in the living room and sing the words. Everybody knew the words to this one.
And
Do you
speaking of
think I'm
Rod
sexy?
Stewart,
Rod Stewart, right?
here's another record by Rod Stewart that I thought was very sexy. This is called Hot Legs, and that's another song. Hot Legs, And then I pulled out another 45.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and not Rod
Yeah.
Stewart, but there's another one about legs. There's another song by, I think, ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
Just legs, period.
Yeah.
So, a pretty sexy song.
Yeah.
But this
a
one,
lot of
I think the
stuff
part
like
of this
that.
song I didn't pay attention to the lyrics like all the 50s teenagers did.
we
This just had a great sound. Listen to it.
Tell me so. Tell me
Yeah.
if you think I'm sexy.
Yeah. Listen to that. You just got a great beat, a great sound. So
It is.
we're gonna now go from sex to what?
To drugs.
The drugs part.
Okay. Now drugs were used for depression of being different in an ordinary society. You gotta remember, not everybody liked sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So if you did, you were just kind of different, and you used drugs because all those ordinary people over there and didn't understand me. So I used drugs. Now, I'm not saying me, I'm just saying.
So what's the name of this song?
Cocaine. Now, this song, everybody knew the words, whether you partaked or not.
Right.
Everybody knows the song.
And who's the singer?
The singer is Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton, big
Yes,
blues
right,
guy.
right.
His song, the title is Cocaine.
Cocaine,
And
yeah.
he says it so many times in the record.
But it's, again, another song that you know all the words. And all of us girls, we're still young girls, get up and dance and sing the song like we actually knew what we were doing.
Yeah, and I don't think people thought about it. I mean, I heard the song, I didn't pay much attention to
Right.
it. But definitely about drugs, because it's
Yeah.
called Cocaine.
Okay, yeah.
So the next song we're not going to play because we got blocked the first time
Yeah,
we
so we're
put the
bypassing
video
that
out on
one.
YouTube.
Yes.
There's about the thought about this song done by a famous group that I'm not going to mention,
Right.
so we don't get blocked again. It was about use of LSD
Right. And going out on these psychedelic
careful,
trips.
careful.
Yeah, but people, the people that actually partaked in sex and drugs and rock and roll, if everybody remembers about Haight Ashbury, the height of Haight Ashbury
in San Francisco.
in San Francisco,
Yeah.
right? And they were known as hippies. Well, we all wanted to be hippies. It was a little hard for me to be a hippie in, high school or even in the early 70s with my go-go boots on. But
Yeah.
didn't quite work out. But
No,
and
imagine.
right, and they were against violence. There was a lot of folk R&B
Feel about
music.
love, baby.
Yeah, and that was part of the essential of this movement that was going on. That was still kind of hard to realize what was going on. I have to ask my brother. He's a few years younger than I am.
Well, he went to Berkeley.
He did go to Berkeley.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
He comes from secular rock and roll. Anyway,
I
the
don't know.
next song is one that I do love. It's by Ringo Starr.
Right.
Came out in 1974, and I think it's a personal thing for Ringo.
I do.
And let's listen to the words because I
Okay.
love it. This is the first
Okay.
phrase. This is Ringo. No song.
No more.
Okay, here we go.
See, I just love that introduction.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the wrong one.
Oh no, that was the song that we didn't want to play. Oh, I hope it didn't get through.
This is no.
Yeah, but whoa, what'd I do? I hope that doesn't block us
God, I
again.
hope not.
Well, listen to the words, Karen.
The lady that I know just came from Colombia. She smiled because I did not understand.
She didn't understand.
She held out some marijuana. She said it was the best in all the
And
land.
here's what Ringo said.
And I said, no, I don't smoke it no more. I'm
Tired of waking up on the floor.
No, thank you, please.
It just makes me sneeze.
Then it makes it hard to find it.
You can't find
Then
the
you can't
door.
find the door.
Get the hell out of there.
So this is a really good one.
Yeah, he goes through a lot of drugs, and he keeps saying, no, I'm not gonna. I'm tired of waking up on the floor.
And this was an opinion of something that I read, that we lost a lot of good musicians back in this time
yeah.
because they overdid a lot of the
They
drugs.
OD'd.
Yeah, that was sad. But the ones that actually survived and came out on the other end that are still 50 years later still playing, I mean, we have Dylan, McCartney, and Richard Thomas, who I don't know who that is.
But also the one I always hold up, because he always looked like he was half dead then. He looks like half dead
Keith
now.
Richardson.
Keith Richards.
Richards, sorry,
in,
you're right.
in the Rolling Stones, that guy, again, most of these people that are alive today and still tour, like the Rolling Stones, they went through recovery. and they came out the other side.
And still playing. I mean, look at Mick Jagger. I mean, my goodness sakes.
I don't know if Mick Jagger ever got drugs, but he was so smart. He had an MBA in business.
Yeah, and I
Smart
think that's
guy.
probably why the band maybe stayed together and played for what 50 years now or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah, and
amazing.
still strong. Yeah,
So we want to go to our last song.
Okay.
Now we're into the rock and roll phase.
right.
I'm not going to sing or play rock and roll song from the 50s,
No.
but I love this one because he talked about taking those old records off the shelf. Bob Seger and old time rock and roll.
Right.
Listen
And
to it.
this
Let's
would
start
be
this.
another one where you get up and dance.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
This song.
right.
Just take those old records off the shelf. I sit and listen to 'em by myself.
Yeah.
Today's music ain't got the same soul.
I do believe that though, that it doesn't have the same soul. There is a difference between back then and now. But
Yeah. I mean, it's old time rock and roll. That great song. I love this song.
Bob Seger is good.
Yeah. My boss Dennis Bignell loved this song.
Yeah.
So it's Bob Seger, and it was made like the end of the 70s. But he talked about get those old records, like all the
Dust
records
them
I have
off,
over there.
put
Get
them
them off
on.
the shelf and let's play them on the
Yeah.
turntable that nobody has anymore.
Right, right. Oh, just turn your iPhone on.
Yeah.
You can get anything through Spotify.
Well, I got that old record player.
Yeah, it was a difficult time for a lot of people. I enjoyed growing up in that period of time.
Yeah, right.
Totally enjoyed it. I just had the best time.
Well, I had the best time in the 50s. You went into the 60s and 70s.
Yeah,
But,
I did. I had a great time.
I think we covered sex, drugs, and rock and roll pretty good.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
So-
there's 3 different aspects to that time, and yeah.
So I hope they didn't capture that song
I
I
hope
almost
not.
played. Oh,
Yes.
it's probably. I don't know why they block our little show.
I don't either. We certainly not making any money.
We're not making money. We're just having fun and sharing it with all those good oldie fans out there. 50s, 60s, and 70s music. Subscribe. Check out the Ronnie Record Show on YouTube. You got almost 90 shows out there. You'll find one that you like. Anyway,
Thank you for joining us again. Yep, and we'll think of something else to talk about next week. But
see
thank you.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Sex and drugs and rock and roll.
let's rock out, Karen.
You can do that.
Come on.